Hey guys, it's Jolene. I'm back from Atlantis, which obviously if you're on my Fit with Joe page on Facebook or on my blog, thecupofjoe.com, you know I'm back from Atlantis because it's all I've been talking about. And you know what? Rightfully so. I wanted to share with you today based on a question that a really close friend asked me on my Fit with Joe page, and she's also in my accountability group doing pump and Shakeology. But she asked a question today, and I wanted to answer it, but I kind of wanted to be a little bit more visual about it than just me talking. She asked what kind of clean foods or supplements that I use every day, stuff that I keep around the house every day, and to share some of those things with you guys. The first thing that I will tell you is that I use my nutrition guides from Beachbody, period. I use them. I've used the Chalene Extreme one, the Turbo Fire one, Less Milk Pump, P90X. This is where I get unbelievable ideas for food. So I use this as a guide, and I basically grocery shop using this. But a couple things that I always have in the house. Surprise! Okay, you knew that. I always have Shakeology in the house, period. I always have Wassa Thin and Crispy flatbread in the house. This one happens to be rosemary flavored. It's delicious. 2 slices is 70 calories. And I normally put hummus. I spread hummus on it and some turkey and tomato. Sometimes I do hummus and turkey and some green apple, but I always have these in the house. I always have brown rice cakes. I know, bland, right? Not when you spread on some Trader Joe's almond butter with flaxseed and put some banana on it. That's delicious. I always have various nuts. I'm running out of these because I put them on my yogurt, but these are almonds. Whenever I'm doing yogurt, first of all, I only use Greek yogurt now, and for the most part, I mean, I like flavors, but I'll do plain because I'll add frozen fruit. I'll add some nuts, like some almonds. I'll add a little agave nectar or some honey. Sometimes I add a little bit of cashew-goline. Now, this is the Aldi version of cashew-goline, so it's less expensive, but really not that much different than the actual cashew-goline. But sometimes I'll put some of this on it for crunch. I use this instead of granola. Okay. I always have almond milk in the house. Normally I have unsweetened vanilla, but right now all I have is vanilla. But I use that instead of milk. I always have green apples, red apples, mangoes, cantaloupe. I always have a lot of fruit in the house, especially frozen fruit because I normally put frozen fruit in my water, and that gives it a little hint of taste. You will never find me searching for an avocado. I always have at least 6. I lay them on sandwiches. Wow, I just eat them a lot. I only do brown rice. Okay, so I do brown rice, and then I do oatmeal. I do oat bran, and I even do steel cut oats. So those are some clean things that I do. Eggs, turkey sausage, turkey bacon. Yes, I eat pancakes, but I make them myself. I don't make them out of a pancake mix. There's some great recipes in the Less Milk Pump Guide to show you some of those things. One of my favorite things to do in the morning is a power-packed oatmeal. I take oatmeal, I cook it with some water. I add a little bit of, you can add Shakeology, but I add vanilla protein powder, and then I put berries and chopped nuts on top. That's a really easy thing. There's a great recipe for oatmeal pancakes. So that's some breakfast stuff. But these are some staples, the things that I showed you, these are some staples that I normally have in the house. And then I have various frozen vegetables and even frozen fish, but I only buy wild-caught fish as opposed to farm-raised. And you can Google as to why I do that. So meals for me, it's either eggs or Shakeology or some type of power-packed oatmeal or yogurt just dumped with stuff on it. I normally do that in the morning. Lunch, it's normally these little Wassa crackers or maybe half a pita with some hummus rather than mayonnaise inside, some lean meat packed with vegetables. Sometimes I'll even throw an apple in there. Dinner time is always some sort of protein, tons of vegetables. I love to roast red bell peppers. I love broccoli. I know if you don't love vegetables, that's a hard thing, but my dinner's normally, got a ton of vegetables in it and then maybe some brown rice. Very, very rarely will I do a pasta, but I do eat it. There really is nothing that I don't eat. I really don't limit myself. In terms of the food that I make, I certainly do limit myself and where I eat out. I don't have to go into that with you guys. You know my whole fast food deal. So I hope that that's helpful for you. As for supplements, I really only use Shakeology. Sometimes a little protein powder I add to it as a boost. And then there's protein bars I normally have in the house. And and there's a very specific brand that I use on that. I'll leave the link below because I actually can't remember right now what that is called. But there's a very specific protein bar that I eat. But as for any other supplements, I don't use anything else. Shakeology gives me all my vitamins and nutrients, and then I supplement with whole food. So I hope that helps. I don't know if that's too general for you, but I thought that would at least get the discussion going. Okay, take care. Bye.